Hello everybody and welcome to the second episode of the City of Liverpool save here on Football Manager 2021. Today is going to be a episode away in the cup that's the cup for lower leagues. Can't remember what it's called, but we're off to a pretty decent start in the league. So let's roll the intro and we'll have an update on what's happened. Well, you join me on the league table screen of the new City of Liverpool save. And if you watched the first episode, if you haven't checked that out, guys, please go ahead and check that out for a bit of context as to why we have started this series. But yeah, if you watched the first episode, again, last chance, go and watch it before I spoil it. Watched it? Good. Yeah, so we are actually in third position. Like I said, you need to go and watch the first video, but our start wasn't the best. You did see our first game, a first loss of the season away in the last game. In the first game of the season. It wasn't really a great pickup from that either. We had a 1-1 draw at home, a 1-1 draw away. We had a friendly which we also lost against Leek Town. Should really be beating those. But then from that friendly where we lost, we've actually not lost a game for a very long time. Some very nice wins in there, doing pretty well in the cups as of late. And then we lost there in the league, and then we've lost those two games in the cup. I've played quite a lot of games, obviously off camera. Like I said in the last episode, we didn't really. We haven't really got that many big teams to face, and I'm not aware of the City of Liverpool sort of rivals. I don't think there's any in this league. I mean, I could be, obviously correct me if I'm wrong, but there's not that one game where I think, we've got to cover that. So obviously, as the league table sort of changes up and down the season, we can see who we are competing with for, like I said in the last episode, for that playoff position. But yeah, we've got a big game away against Bromley in the Bill Base FA Trophy first round. I think this is the only cup we are in. So yeah, we actually did quite well in the in the other cup. I mean, we got knocked out in the first qualifying round in the FA Cup, but I think there was a few rounds before that. We won the first two games against difficult opponents, to be quite honest with you. And then the other cup that wasn't important, but the board wanted us to reach the second round of this Bill Base FA Trophy. But like I said, a tough game against Bromley, who are fourth in the Vanarama National League. I think that this trophy, the Bill Base FA Trophy, is only, I think the highest league is the National League. I don't think that it's League 2, and by the past winners, I don't think it is. So yeah, it's going to be very, very difficult, and it's going to be a test for the boys. Like I said, if you could look at our recent form, we have lost our last few games. Excuse me, in the cups, but yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to lose today, guys. But we are going to have two games in this episode. Of course, the next one is going to be at home against Runcorn Linnets, who are fourth in the league, which is obviously going to be a tough game considering we are in third. Of course, we've lost only 2 games, so only one more from the last episode, the first game. Drew 3 and won 6. So at one point we were first for quite a few games. We've only recently dropped to third because we had other teams had a lot of game in hand, lots of games in hand on us. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a test for us today. But I'm pretty sure we're going to get knocked out of the cup, to be honest. But yeah, hopefully we can pick up some points against Runcorn Linnets. Well, I just realised I wasn't recording that, guys, so we missed the team sheet. Look at Bromley's team here. I'm not really aware of any of those boys, but if you have a quick look at our side on the right hand side there, or at the bottom of the screen, I think it's very similar to what we did have in the first episode. Maybe a few changes here and there. We have also made a few other signings. We've made quite most. I think this is our most recent signing, most notably as well. Age 20, Craig Ellison. Not really been here for a long time yet. But he's made that one appearance for us in the cup. Obviously, didn't get a goal, but got an assist for us. We've also made maybe a few more signings as well. I'm not 100% sure who we have signed. So I don't think you were here for the Smith sign. Obviously, we're looking for another striker at this point because Tony Gray Was not really scoring, although now he has actually picked up sort of the competition as it spurred him on to do well. But yeah, Smith looks like an okay player, a bit of potential there at 19 years of age. And then, like I said, Craig Ellison looks like a very good striker for this level. Probably is going to be replacing Gray at some point, but like I said, Gray for us, the 36-year-old now, has picked up his form after we've brought these new signings in. The other one is Reece Powell. I'm not too sure on this guy's ability. He is quite well-rounded, but in terms of the players we've got in the first team, yeah, he is well-rounded, but he's in some areas he does lack where the other players sort of are just better than him, really. So yeah, probably not going to see too much of Reece Powell, but watch out for Craig Ellison this season. Bagan over the top, flicked on. Alabi's there, or Alabi, James Alabi. That's 1-0. First ever goal for Bromley. Fair play. Like I said, we're probably not going to win this game because they are quite massively higher than us in terms of leagues. Yeah, decent finish. Bad defending. Here's Kizzy at the back. Tries to go long. Intercepted by Ward. Here's Lovett. Up to Gray. Kinsella. Love it now. To Gray. Here's Burke. Nice bit of build-up play here. Back to Kinsella. Burke, Andrews. Gray hits one and it's in. It's 1-1. Tony Gray, like I said, he has been scoring goals as of late since we have been bringing in some competition for him. And what a finish that was. So Gray back to Burke, who then I think turns back to Kinsella, yeah. He sort of backheels it to Burke, to Andrews, first touch passing, gets it into Gray, and what a finish. Kinsella is not going to get that. Here's Alabi now. Gets a good ball in. That is a very good cross. Oh, he's offside. Very good cross, but yeah, Hackett, Fairchild, offside there. Oh, it was very close as well. Very close. We've got away one there. So we have it then, guys. Half time, and it's 1-1. Quite an even game, to be quite honest with you. It has been in Bromley's favour in terms of possession at 58%, but passing wise, well, there. XG is quite similar. They've only had one more shot than us, but we've had one more on target. So, yeah, hopefully we'll get a... I still think we are going to lose the game, but hopefully we can not lose by too many, basically. Here's Kizzy over on the right-hand side. Tries to go long. Gets a bit of a lucky deflection there. Raymond over the top. Gets it back in the middle. Bush goes long. And I don't know what McCartan's doing there. And Hackett Fairchild's going to score that one. He's not offside this time. And he gets his third goal of the season. Very bad defending there from McCartan. I don't really know what happened. So Raymond goes back to Bush. He goes over the top. And McCartan just lets it go over the top of him. I mean, yeah, very, very questionable defending that from McCartan, who has been very solid for us so far this year. Here's Yates now on the right-hand side. Can we get something going? It's Gray! What a finish that is. Tony Gray, the 36-year-old man. Like I said, we're getting some young competition coming in, 19 and 20 years of age. The other strikers that we have brought in Smith and Ellison. And Yates whips in a cross here. And Tony Gray, the athleticism of the old man. Yeah, it has to be said. What a finish that is. We'll see it again here. Yates with a brilliant cross, has to be said. And Gray with an even better finish. What's Roberts going to do? Goes long. To nobody. They go over the top again. And it's 3-2. Again, over the top. I mean, to be fair, we have not really changed our tactics. We're still playing positive. We're still playing that slightly higher line. And obviously, it's just killed the game for us today. We have scored 2 goals from it, but yeah, I feel like even if we played defensive, we weren't going to get a result out of today. That's near the 70th minute mark. I'm noticing a few poor performances in the midfield. Harry Lovett is going to come off for Bob Fradley. And Banks has not had a great game at left back. So we'll get Rigby on over on that side. Coming up to the final whistle now, and there's not going to be another highlight. So that is out. That is us out of all of the cups now, guys. yeah, not really a great performance, but scoring 2 goals against Bromley, I mean, we can't really say any fairer than that, to be honest. The passing percentage was decent considering the opposition. Shots were decent. I mean, we just conceded 3 goals. I mean, yeah, I'm not really too disappointed with that, but let's get into the game in the league, which is going to be 3rd against 4th. Right then, guys, the team sheet for today's game. We've got Robertson goal, Yates, McCartan, Ward, Banks, Burke. One change today from the last game, which is Bob Fradley coming in, Kinsella, Andrews, Reed and Gray. This is kind of our main team. I say the only change is obviously Fradley for Lovett in today's game, but that is sort of in and around what we're looking at in terms of our starting 11 at the moment. So hopefully we can get a good result today against Runcorn Linnets. 42nd minute to get to the first highlight of the game. Looks like it's going to be ours. Here's Yates on the right hand side. Whipped in. Oh, it's questionable from the keeper. He's spilled it, and Tony Gray is there once again to come up with a goal for us. Absolute blunder from the keeper there. Again, it's a cross lock in the last game. The last goal in the last game from Yates. And the keeper's had an absolute shocker there. Gray just tapped it in. 1-0. 68 minutes on the clock. We are going to make a few subs. Andrews is looking very tired up there. He's also on a yellow card. Not played very well. So we're going to get Casey Taglione on the field. I feel like he is better for the striker position. Oh, hang on. Have I picked the wrong... No, I thought I'd picked the wrong player. Yeah, he looks like he is better for the striker position. He's not got great crossing. 8 dribbling, 11 finishing. So we are actually going to put him to an inside forward on support for this one, and let's just see how we get us on there. And then also Bob Fradley, the other youngster in the team, is going to come off. He is on a yellow card and also got a 6.4, so we're going to get Harry Lovett on for him, and hopefully we can see out the game or potentially get a few more goals. Banks with the corner on the right hand side to Gray at the back post, and Tony Gray. We have signed Ellison, who's on the bench today, the 20-year-old, as sort of our star man to score goals for us. But we keep playing Tony Gray up front, the 36-year-old man, and he just keeps banging them in. And that is that, guys, a 2-0 win. Again, Tony Gray scoring the goals for us. Not the greatest of games, to be completely honest. We only had 7 shots with 3 on target, so 3 on target and 2 goals is it was obviously very efficient, but I would like us to be having more shots in the game and obviously just creating more chances. So it might be something we have to look at. We're also really... I can notice that just in the few highlights that our opposition had today, especially in the second half, there's a few highlights that I've probably not shown because it didn't lead to anything, but they're trying to go over the top a lot, teams that play against us. So it's something that we've really got to look out for. Nevertheless, we got a 2-0 win, so we're happy with that. And as you can see, I have a quick glimpse of the table there. But if we go into competitions, we are currently top of the table, which is absolutely fantastic. However, like I said before the start of at the start of the episode, a lot of teams do have games in hand on us, so we could easily drop back down to even 4th. Obviously, we have got the best goal difference in the league, but yeah, we could easily drop down. Right then, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. If you have enjoyed it, please do hit a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll make sure to catch you in the next video.